Alright, Flipping Turtles is in. Connection Baddies is in. There we go.
Another full house here on Paris as we head into the second series of tonight with Flippin' Turtles versus Connection Baddies.
Well, why wouldn't you pack the stands for the Rocket League of Legends, even though it's qualifiers?
Of course, I mean, look at the crowd size on either side of the field. Everybody wants a piece of this action.
Absolutely. With the Eiffel Tower in the background. Ooh. Connection Baddies, can't connect. Taking it back.
A bit ironic, but they seem to be putting on the pressure very early. Although, if we've learned anything from the last series, that doesn't necessarily mean you've got it in the bag.
You know, it's all about the ball going in the net. Speaking of which, there we go, 1-0, first blood drawn.
You couldn't have asked for a more silver platter shot than that. That's one way to... That's definitely one way to start the series off, I must admit.
It is, and it looks like the the comms are there. They're on the same page.
Looks like Turtle.
Oh!
You know, speaking of bad connections, Turtle's out of the game.
Oh, that's gonna be trouble. We have a lost connection, or oh no, Turtle's back. Did cost him.
Not yet. Although I doubt their position would be any more ideal with Turtle gone for X amount of time.
Yeah, 2v1 and not what you want.
Absolutely not. Especially not up against a team like Connection Baddies here. It's really putting the pace on these Flippin' Turtles.
Ooh, and a very physical game. Not afraid to mix it up.
Well, that's the kind of mystery you need here in the Rocket League of Legends here.
No, it's a little bit of everything. We get some flashy play, we get some gritty, but it seems like Connection Baddies might be mixing them both up, and that's a dangerous combination. You know, when you've got the aerial skills, and you combine that with rough physical style, that's gonna be one worth watching.
Yeah, a lot of chaos here on Paris tonight in this first game of the second series. I gotta admit, it's looking pretty roughhousey, if I do say so myself.
You know, it's a physical game. It's very chippy out there. Oh!
Speaking of chipping, what a just enough of a flick for Marsh to get it in there off the post.
That's how you draw them up, right?
Yeah.
Got to be willing to miss in order to score.
2-0 Connection Baddies.
Flipping Turtles needs an answer here. Looks like they're in danger of letting this one slip away. And of course, you can always regroup for that second game, but you know, that first game is just so big. It gives you that sense of relief, that little whoo. Although down 3-0, minute 32.
Yeah. Down 3 in the first game. It looks like they're not quite flipping hard enough to the ball there, as March puts it in there.
Absolutely, and you know, here, you know, 3-0, minute 32, certainly doable. But even if you can't come back in a best of 3, what you want to do is try to build some momentum going into the next game. I always felt like that's crucial.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Even if you can't
This
pull it
game-
all the way back.
Yeah,
Something
this
to-
game might be a loss for Flipping Turtles, although it's too soon to say, I will admit.
It is. We've seen
But-
crazy things.
But it's not just one match you got to win. You got to win the whole series, and it is a best of 3 tonight. So
And to that point, Flipping Turtles won their first game last week. They won game 1, and then got reverse swept in games 2 and 3. Clear. You know, the first one's the hardest to get, but oh, off the crossbar, March with the putback. 4-0. Now you're really looking to build.
yeah, I mean, especially if I was Turtle here, I would have thought that shot was on target. So that's a bit of an unfortunate one to let go.
And you feel like Flipping Turtles needs to get one here before the time. Oh,
Well-
seed another.
Connection Baddies here says otherwise. They want to keep them as close to 0 or 0 as possible.
Absolutely.
5-0. 22 seconds left on the clock.
Finding their rhythm, hitting their stride. 22 ticks left. Oh!
But make it 6-0 as nobody from Flipping Turtles goes for the ball.
And you know,
What is happening?
We're watching one team hit their stride, and we're watching one team. They're fizzling in game 1. They're gonna have to make some adjustments, and they're gonna have to make it quick for game 2.
Safe to say the game's lost for Flipping Turtles, at least to this one. At this point, it's just bragging rights for Connection Baddies here as they find their 7th goal of the match.
7-0. All right, that puts a wrap on the first game. And we have a forfeit?
Yeah, looks like it.
Flip is commenting in the chat that we forfeit. We're not trying to get embarrassed.
And so be it.
I mean, such is life. I understand. Nah, they're gonna go. They're readied up. I mean, it's certainly
So-
understandable after that first game. You know, 7-0. That's a drubbing. That's tough.
Yeah, it's a bit of a loss, but hey, if one team can find their footing here in this second game, it's going to be Flipping Turtles. We'll see how they react.
We got some
Yep,
comments
I've been
about
drinking again.
matchmaking in the in the Twitch chat. Meanwhile, I'm gonna hydrate. I need some water after that one.
Well, the comment isn't too far-fetched from the truth.
Yeah, I mean it's a hill to climb. That's for certain. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, just look at that shot from March. And you look at me with a straight face and tell me that a diamond can save this. You know what I mean?
As one currently, I'm not saving that. So
Right.
I understand. I understand the frustration. But you know, the Spartans had a saying: you come back with your shield or on it. So fight to the very end. That's how legends are made.
That is true. And even if Flipping Turtles come out of this game, or out of the series rather, with nothing, they do have the option for replay review after the series. Maybe they could learn a thing or two from the players on Connection Baddies.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes I had a friend that used to say, "Don't take it as a loss, take it as a lesson."
Right.
And McKean, the only way I'm getting higher than an SSL is if I'm in a truck and they're in a plank vehicle, the Nimbus. Carry to bronze 3, I got you all day, butter. No problem. Oh, this is a relentless barrage they're facing right now.
Yeah, the pressure is real with Connection Baddies here, although I will give it to Flipping Turtles. They have been putting up the saves within the last game or two now.
They certainly have. They're laying it all out there. I'm going to give them credit for that.
Oh yeah. A total of 3 from the last match. And we're looking at another 3. Not even a minute and 30 into the game.
It's definitely a skill mismatch, but you know, they thought about it. They thought about throwing in the towel, but they decided, you know what? Let's soldier on. So my hat's off to it. If I wore a hat.
Yeah. It's a bit of a personal take here, but the embarrassment would be throwing in the towel and forfeiting.
I agree with you.
Despite the obvious mismatch in skill here.
I completely agree with you. There's something to be said for that for sure. You know, going out, win, lose, whatever, you signed up, start what you finish.
Doesn't look like Turtle's going to be finishing this match, unfortunately, as he is no longer with us.
He's no longer with us. He's left Flip to contend on his own.
Bit of an unfortunate one, if I do say so myself.
And reminder, there's, you know, it's going to be up to a vote for that last team to get in. So, you know, you got to wonder, is that going to lose hearts and minds? You know, does that mentality keep them out if they can't pop in one of these qualifier wins? Meanwhile, Flip still staying out there.
Despite the lone diamond here, it's putting on the pressure, although it won't find the back of the net just yet.
No, but I tell you what, nothing but respect.
Oh, absolutely. The effort's there from Flip. I see it. I'm sure all the fans at home do too.
I mean, I wouldn't want to 1v2 these guys, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, look at that.
Woo!
Pops it up for himself for an air dribble into a flip reset. Granted on nobody, but that still doesn't come freely.
It's just free play at this point. It's free play, it's clip farming, and Flip's still out there. Gotta love it. Love to see it. And stays tall for a save while getting demoed.
If it's not fireworks in the net, it's fireworks from blowing up, I'll tell you what.
And relentless. Just you see what you're dealing with. I mean, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
Oh.
It's 2v1. Hey, this is esports. This is what we signed up for. Mountain Dew, welcome to the league. Connection Baddies is March, and I'm not acquainted with Eclipse, but I have a feeling I'm going to be at some point.
You know, with the scoreline like this and rather empty opposing team, if Connection Baddies were to get their 7th goal, will they let a Brazil happen? Or will they keep the shutout on Flip here?
See, I prefer the shutout. I think clean sheet. I know Brazil has its lore. I get that. But I prefer the clean sheet. Something about that that nice round 0 on the stat line. They got the 7th as a walk-off in the last game, so they didn't really get the opportunity.
Right. They still have 30 seconds to figure it out here, so you never know.
They do. Looks like they are
Little
trying to
flip
get some
interrupting a passing play mid-air, just off target though. You got to give him for the effort there.
I mean, he's going hard. Oh man, can you imagine what the fingers are looking like? 2v1 this.
As we approach the final seconds over here, it looks all over as Connection Baddies will take this series home.
That's it, Connection Baddies. Stamping on to the finals.